All right, morning again. So the last time, we looked at simplifying algebraic expressions. Hopefully, you guys didn't find it too difficult. Um, I gave some questions the last time. Anybody had any difficulties? Hello? Any difficulties with the last questions, last set of questions? All right, sound like everybody all right. Does that mean I can move on then, right?
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
So I'm not finished with the sets of questions that you had give from the bod mass from the fraction coming down to the last one
Oh, from
because
that long
I'm
time.
having some issues with them.
Okay. So we're gonna have to have another session for that, right? We really need to press on. So what we can do is that in the week I'll arrange for another class time. So it's in the works. And we
Okay.
will go through some of those challenges that we'll have, right?
All right.
Right. But I want us to continue on the algebra topic. Um, so there are some questions that I want to see how we would do them from last week. Let me share this across and show you what I'm talking about. All right, so I'd ask you guys to the number 5 and 6. So let me see how we tackle. First of all, I'll go through them. I'll go through A, B, C, right? Based on how I see you guys do with C, I go to D and continue in that fashion. Right? Now F may be a little troublesome because of the sign issue, but we'll deal with that. And then we'll have 6, which is more or less similar to D up here, right? So we can look at them. All right, where is my pen? Oh, so quickly, should choose the right brush. Let me see. I think it's this one. All right. So we have 3 minus 2. All right. So as before, we distribute the 3, multiply the x with the 3, the y with the 3, and we get 3x minus 3y. Similarly, now this one, now you have to be careful because I have two negatives, right? You have this negative being multiplied with this negative, so you get a positive 2x. And then remember we spoke about grouping. So we say, all right, we group the x's. So this is 3x plus 2x. And then the y is already grouped together. So we can just rewrite it. And then we have 5x. And then this is minus 5y. So is that clear for everyone? Any questions? All right. Oh, you guys are silent today. You guys shy this morning. All right. So what I want to know. is how I work the question. So it's one after the other. I'm seeing where persons, asks me for help and I see where they work the question horizontally. No, work it vertically, go downwards, right? And work it one after the other. You have to, even if you understand how to do the question, your solution has to be laid out properly so that whoever is examining, whoever is marking can understand easily, right? Okay, let's move on. So I can use this piece, this side, um, use this side, let me see. So 3, so 4x plus 3. All right. So again, you distribute the 3. So nothing that we don't know. So this is 15x. This becomes 6. Then minus 2. Again, minus 8x minus 6. So as before, you group them up. And then you have plus 6 minus 6. So this, I believe, I get 7x. And of course, over here is 0. So you don't write anything else, right? You just get 7x. Hope that's clear. So for the other one now, I'm going to ask you guys to tell me what's up. Because we're not playing the silent game this morning. So we have 3x over 12 minus x plus 2 over 8. So tell me what to do.
Uh,
Hello? Nobody not going to help or suggest anything? I see where is Daniel? Look like him going to say something.
sorry, I could divide the x them first.
Divide the x then. You sure? What would be good? What would be a good thing to do? To simplify. What would make this thing look simple, nice and easy?
Um, you do the top, the first column first.
Currently, I have two terms, and you notice that when we simplify, let's go up top. When we simplify, we reduce something like this to something like this, or in this case, we reduce something that looks like this, multiple terms, and it becomes a single term right here, 7x. So this currently, you have 3x over 12, and you have this x plus 2 over 8, right? So, usually I say a fraction, you try and simplify that, and in order to simplify, you usually think about, LCM and things of that nature. So we can look into that first. I see where somebody, commented in the chat, I needed to hear your voice, so you tell me LCM, what is the LCM I must use?
I was saying that at first I look for the LCM.
Okay, so what's the LCM?
24.
The 24, all right. So how the 24? So we said 12 into 24 is 2, right? Goes 2 times. So I have 3x times 2. What the result of that? What is the result? 3x times 2?
So you'd have
X
3x times 2, 6x.
6x, correct.
minus 3x plus 6.
Wait a second, I got too fast now. Take your time. Now I have 8 into 24, and that is 3. So this 3 here really and truly multiplies
X.
the x plus 2, right? So it says like I distribute it again. So it's like, this times that, and this times that. Or if you want to be, sure and have try to prevent making any mistake, you can even let me erase this. Let me show you what I mean. So this one here, you could have put 2 and then put the 3x. All right, this three look like 8. Kind of have a look at 8 vibe going on. Let me try again. All right, and then this one now, you can have the 3 and then the x plus 2. So you can do all of that in this line, and then in the next line, I'm gonna drag this down now. You multiply out the bracket. So this one is straightforward. 6x, and then this is minus 3 times x, which is minus 3x, and
Minus 3x.
minus 3, you get minus 6, right? Over 24. And then in the next line, we can simplify. This becomes 3x minus 6 over 24. And then you can really stop here, or you can try and factor out and do some canceling. Let us see what I mean. Let me scroll down. Let me carry this down. So right here you see you have 3. You can actually factor out a 3. No, we haven't looked into factorization, but I suspect that some of you guys will remember it. And we'll look into it later down. And then this is over 24. And then 3 can go into itself 1. 3 can go in at 24. 8. So at the end of the day, I look like the space run out now. So at the end of the day, I have this. So it is simplified from coming from, let me try and find it, coming from this up top to just x minus 2 over 8. Nice and simple, right? And all we
Right?
did, hmm?
What if you just leave it at 3x plus 2? It has to be simplified all the way down to the x minus 2.
Well, you know, I would say, yeah, I would say the short answer is yes. Um, you leave it to the discretion of the marker if you should leave it right here.
Leave it at 2.
But when you simplify it here, there's, you just have to get it right. There's nothing wrong about it. There's no discretion. There's no judgment that have to be used, you know. And
Sorry, I'm completely lost.
no problem. Let
Alright.
us let us find you. Any other questions? Okay, no other questions. All right, so you're gonna tell me where now. Let me change the color of this thing. Probably use a red. So you're gonna tell me where you got lost, right? So LCM, you understand How you understand why we use 24? So that's a
Well,
third.
yeah. Can you multiply the 8 by the 3, right? 24.
No, wait. Not because I multiply the 8 by the 3. We say the LCM of 12 and 8, we get 24. So
Mm-hmm.
this is just so just as we do a regular fraction, so let me put a regular fraction over here. So 3 over 12. And then I'm gonna put so let me put 1 plus 2. Mhm. Now we know that 1 plus 2 is 3, but I'm just writing it out like that to,
Mm-hmm.
to make a point. Um, and maybe, just maybe, to carry it back to how it looked originally, it didn't have a bracket. So I'm just trying to make a point that if you know how to do the, a regular fraction, then this is the same understanding that is applied, same concept. So normally you would say, okay, sir, this is just 24. The LCM is 24. And it's the same thing. LCM is 24. You tell me, okay, sir, 12 into 24 goes 2 times, right? 236, right? Which is the same 2 times 3x here. That gives us 6x. It just have an additional, it just carry a variable with the numbers. So no issue. It's the same thing. Then when you come over here now, we say, okay, 8 into 24 is 3. And you would say, all right, so multiply what's in the numerator here by 3. Now we'll have 1 plus 3, not 1 plus 3, 1 plus 2. And we know that is 3. 3 is 9. But I'm not going to add these as yet. I'm going to just keep it as 3 times 1 plus 2. Now you may say, sir, why not add it up yet? I just want to kind of match it back with what we're doing over here. Right? Now the 3 times 2 simple is 6. So, like we don't have to, that's not a problem. That shouldn't be a problem. So we'll come down here now. We say, okay, it's 6 same way. Right here now, so all right. So we do add these. I'm not going to add them. I'm going to just distribute the 3. So I have 3, and then I have 3 times 2. So this is negative 3, So this will become negative 6 all over 24. Now you see where the thing matching up. Um, Obviously, I going, these are all numbers. So if I simplifying at the end of the day, I'm going to just have to add up everything because all numbers, not like over here that has, have a x, um, x and you have straight numbers and things like that. You have, this is just straight numbers. So over here now, if I'm simplifying, that the sixes can, well, I guess I can say cancel. And I have negative 3 now over 24, which when I simplify further, see, I get you have the 3 over the 24. Um, but when I simplify further now, this becomes negative 1 over 8, right? Which we get 8 here and 8 here, 2 places. But as I said before, this include a variable. So, and this doesn't. So this will come out nice and clean like a regular fraction, which it is a regular fraction question. All right. So when you match them up now, tell me which part of it not so clear when you match them up. Or I need to process some more. I need to process some more. Or maybe I need to do another question.
So the one next one.
All right, let me do that. Oh crap. Hold a second. Let me undo that strike through. Okay. And then I'm going to try and expand this page because actually like, let me see if this works. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And then I can go back now. There's a lot of space to the right too, but I'm going to continue working downwards. All right, so there's another question. Let me change this back to black. There's another question that goes something like, I think it says 1 over 4 x minus 8 plus a half 2x plus 4. Now, all of this can be rewritten as, this is the same as us writing it as this, same thing. Now, mind you, you could have cancel, use this 2 and cancel this 2, and then 2 into 4 goes 2 times, right? And then you'd just literally have 2x plus 4, not 2x plus 4, because after you cancel it, you're going to have x plus 2, and this is going to be 1. But I'm not going to even do that. I'm just keeping it simple. All I did was to just put the 4 right under. It's just a different way of writing these. So these two, so this right here, and what I wrote just below is equivalent. It's the same thing. If you catch it, if you put a bracket and you put the number, the fraction outside, this thing outside is the same as just putting the 2 underneath it, right? And you put a line. All right, so as before, you tell me that the LCM is 4. Cool, and then we say 4 into this goes 1 time. They can write it back. I literally put the 1 outside to make a point. And then 2 into 4 goes 2 times. So far, so good, right? So all I'm doing now is just multiplying out the brackets. That's all I'm doing. All over 4. Now we can do some grouping. X plus 4x minus 8 plus 8 all over 4. And then lastly, we have 5x. The 8's cancel. So that's 0. Minus 8 plus 8, that's 0. And we'll have this over. So 5 over 4x. Okay? You leave it right there. You're done. So what you'll never see is you not saying it's you can literally have a mixed fraction situation, but they normally do write a mixed fraction with an x, like a mixed fraction variable type of thing. You're not going to see that. They just keep it like this and put the x. So at this point, you can say it's simplified. So going back through, it's the same concept. You get the LCM, so this is it. You get the LCM, 4. 4 into itself, 1. 1 times the numerator, you get back the same thing. 2 into 4, 2 into 4, 2. 2 times the numerator, and then you multiply out the numerator. Multiply it out, and then you simplify by grouping like terms. You group the x's, the numbers, you group numbers, then cancel out, turn 0, and then the x's become 5x, and it's all over
Sir,
4. Yeah.
sir, I want to write it off. You can stop moving it, please. Let me see what's going on with it.
Oh, you want to write it? All right.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Let me give you some time to write. This is the thing, guys. You guys have to find out a method to doing this thing. And maybe we can work
Sir,
together on it. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I want to make a point because we have to come up with a method that works. Now, we know that this thing is recorded. Cool. However, I can understand that not everybody, I can understand that not everybody will be able to go over the recording and write the notes. So we have to find a way. Now, what you realize I've done today is not to delete a single thing. Anybody realize that? All right. So that means that if all goes well and the computer do bug out or there's no glitch, then I can literally send this in the group. So hopefully everybody have paint or some form of paint or some. I can probably send it as a JPEG or PNG. That's right. I think it's PNG. Yeah, or PG. Yeah, whichever one. Um, and then you guys can look on it because what you guys should be doing now is just learning as much concept as I can in the class. Not to say writing is not important, but I want you to get the concept because if you write it and you don't get the concept, then when I really think that learning that take place right there. So of course I can always look over and hopefully come to you then, but I want full learning taking place here, and then now I can send the notes, and then you can write it off at that time. So you guys can tell me what you think. I wouldn't want you guys to be quiet because they're writing notes. I would want you guys to ask questions to understand what is going on now. And then in your review, I can send you this and you write it off. So tell me what you guys think.
sir, I was gonna ask you a question just now.
Is it related to my question just now?
A question, no? It is.
No?
It is. It is in relation to that last problem you work out, where there is that -8 plus 8, and I observed that you just,
Let
in
me.
my opinion, you just forget about that +8. Was that what you did?
I'm not hearing you. So muffled.
I'm sorry.
Mm,
I'm saying in that last problem that you worked out,
mm.
there's a -8 and then +8, but in the answer, when I work it down with you, um, it seems like you just forget about that +8. Was that what you did?
No.
Yeah, because it cancels out. You have a -8 plus 8 is 0. So this is,
Okay.
yeah, so this part is 0, right? So if you want me to write it like, sometimes persons have an difficulty seeing this, but if I write it like this, 8 minus 8, which is the same thing, this is like saying plus 8 minus 8, 0, both of them 0, right? All right,
Okay.
good. So you see, like when you ask a question, that is what I want. I want persons to ask the question, and not be silently writing notes. So that's why we're trying to devise a way where, I just don't delete anything, and at the end of the class, I can give you guys this um, to write off or to look at and review in your own time. But in the class, you talk up and try and understand as much as possible, right? So let's try another question. So another question. So from the same notes that I sent you, the same PDF. So we have 5/2. All right. So you guys tell me what's up with this one now. Based on what I did just now, and let me try and small up the screen or small up, yeah, so that you can see what I did before. Okay. Maybe I can write it side by side. Let me do that. So this is 5 over 2, um, 4 minus y, 3 over 2, 2y plus 8. So what do you think?
All right, so you would have 5 open bracket 4 minus y close bracket over 2 for the
So,
first one.
so, so you're saying I should write it like,
5 open bracket.
hold on a second. So 5, 4 minus y all over 2.
Yes.
All right.
Minus 3 open bracket 2y plus 8 over 2.
All right. So what would be the next step? So yeah, you're on the right track, as in I don't mind, this works. Um,
All right. Then you would have 5 times 4, which is 20,
mm,
minus 5y over 2,
5y all over 2. And then it's
minus
mm-hmm,
6y
mm-hmm.
plus 24.
Sure, is plus or is minus?
No, minus 24. Sorry.
Mm-hmm,
Minus 24 over 2.
mm-hmm. All right.
And then you'll find the least common multiple, which is 2.
All right. Let me erase. So this is the first thing I'll erase. This little guy down here. You should understand what that is. So remember when we spoke about fractions earlier, when we have the
Like
same
terms.
denominator or the same
Keep the
denominator,
denominator.
on both sides. So
Just keep it.
yeah, as in what happened now is that I can write
20 minus 5y.
hold on there. So the same denominator, 20 minus 5y
5y
minus
minus
6y
6y minus 24.
all over 2. That's the same denominator, all right?
Mhm.
All right. So let me even put a dividing line right there. And then now, so just
Just
group them
group
now.
like terms.
Mm-hmm. So don't put the numbers together. And
20 minus 24 minus 5 minus 6 over 2. I'm on the right track.
we have minus 4, and this is what minus
Minus 1. No, 11.
11y over 2, right? Because we
Yeah.
have minus 5y and minus 6y, that's minus 11. And we're done, right? This is it. Um, there isn't much left to go. That's it, really. So we recap. All we did was just to shift the 2 in the denominator, nothing out of this world, and we realized that is the same denominator these fractions have. So we know it's going to be a simple question from the get-go, and you know we just proceed. It's a simple question. We know multiply with the brackets. We get a 20. So if you look back, 5 times 4, 25 times minus y minus 5y, and then minus 3, give it a minus 6y, and then minus um, 3 again times 8, minus 24. And I could literally look on this differently, but I'm gonna keep it like this. I think this drives home the point. You know, some would say just multiply. I could multiply 3 times these, and then so I kind of long out this right here, and I could have literally put a plus sign here, right? But another way to view this portion is because some people may do it differently. Another way to view it is to say, all right, let me multiply out these using 3 and not -3. But how look at this part, I kind of fix it up. All right, let me put the one mix up right here. So let me put it somewhere else. So this is for people who may think about it slightly differently, right? So this line right here, you could literally, the next line could be, it could be -3, and then you put 3, well, not 3, so minus, let me erase that. That's not what I want to put. All right, so that eraser just very inefficient, right? So 3 times 2, you get 6y, the 6y, 3 times 2y, and then you get 24. And then you could literally put the bracket like this and have the minus on the outside, and this would be all over 2. So that when you go in the next line now, that is when you apply the minus sign to say, okay, next line come, you simplify, then you say, all right, this minus is like having -1, and then you have -6y minus 24, which is the same thing that we have down here, right? So just in case your brain work different and you forget to minus, you forget to multiply with a minus, you could literally multiply with a number, and then you still know would have to apply the minus across. So that is just a minor point that you will appreciate with more practice. So don't worry about it too much. All right. We have another question. Oh, let's see. So yeah, this question is interesting. Maybe I should leave it for last and the easier one. Let me leave that one for last. Is letter F and do number 6 and then come back to that more interesting question. So we'll do this one first. So we're supposed to good now, right? So we get the gist of the thing. What's the LCM?
6, sir.
Excellent, 6. I was guessing. We know it's 6, right? So 6, 2 into 6 goes 3 times. Nobody not answering. Right? So, you can write it like this, or if you feel more comfortable, you can write it like this. Just put 3 and then, you know, and then 3 into 6 now goes 2. So some may feel comfortable doing it this way and then multiplying it out and put the answer here. Or you can just take a little time and say, okay, let me do it like this. Take me a little time. Then now you multiply, you get a 3x, you
Plus
get a
6
6, and then you continue on.
plus 2x
All over
minus 8. And
6.
I have 3x
That is
plus
6 a
2x.
far. Let me fix that.
6 minus 8.
The 6 is, we come a little closer to the line. Yeah. So now you group them. Yeah, so 3x plus 2x.
Plus 2x plus 6 minus 8, which is equal to 5x minus 2 over 6.
Excellent. Right? So that's all to that question. Right, so there's another one. And then so this is a more interesting one now. Oh, it finished already. So let me fix that. Further down. Let me see. So let me go across. Let me see if I can go across. Lovely. And then I'll try and split the board. Let me see if this can work. Excellent. All right. So let me, you know, on this side of the board. Alright. We'll make this even further. All right, so we have another question. A part of me do want to work, but I just don't want to confuse anybody at this point. So maybe I avoid it. Um, but question to you guys now, how is it coming together? What we're doing?
Yes, sir. So far.
All right,
So
great,
far.
great. All right, I'm going to give you guys a 2 minute break, and I'm going to just use a break to try and find a question that I remember seeing that I would want you guys to check out. So just giving you guys a 2 minute break. I don't know, maybe one eat some food, drink some water. Of course, you guys will get another break, but this is the small break before the big break. Lovely. So I found what I'm looking for, and I can put it in the group. So, so you guys ready again? Hello. So I'm going to put some questions up
I'm here, sir.
for you guys to attend. And these questions are very special. It doesn't mean that they're hard, it just means that there are some past paper questions. So so one of them would oh, one of them look very familiar to what we did, but that's how it is sometimes. So let me give you guys a try at it, right? So it's 2x plus 3 over 5 minus x plus 2 over 3. So try that one. That's one of them. And then here is another. M plus 2 over 2 minus m over 3. So that's the other one. So do those right now. and then I will get back to you. So I giving you guys about 5 minutes to work those. So we're at 10:04 now. Give you guys an extra minute. 10:10. Ten too much time. I'll come back before the time. I don't think you guys need so much time. All right, so everybody's supposed to finish now.
When you're ready, sir.
All right, ready right now. So let's check it out. So remember, so before we even start, what's the answer for this one?
X, X
All
There's
right,
minus
I have x plus 28 over 15
x plus 28. Let me write it somewhere down here. Somewhere x plus 28
plus 28 over 15.
or 15. Any other answers? That's the only one? All right. So x plus 28 over.
I don't know what I did, but
Mm-hmm.
I have 4x minus 5 over 15. I don't know.
4x minus, oh, minus 5. Minus 5 over 15. All right. Anybody else? All right, let us see what the answer is. So let's work it through. So we know that this here, LCM, that line that we implied. So this look. So this is 15, 5 into 15, 3 times. And then put the minus out here, and then 3 into 15, 5 times.
Ah,
So now we have 6x plus 9 minus 5x minus 10
Yes, sir, it's supposed to
over
be 19.
15. This now becomes x. Can I group them? All right, let me actually group them. Not skipping a step. At least not today. X. So I'm getting a little tight to plates. All right.
Ooh. So it's supposed to be 19, not 28.
Okay. So it'd be 19. No, not 19. It would be -1.
-1. Yes, sir.
Oh, yes.
-1.
So I got that, but I didn't say. I say it first, but then I was like, oops, when I heard the other answers, because I wasn't sure.
That's why I must talk up.
Just put up 15. Yes, I got that.
Okay, so let me delete it. Mhm. All right, so we have,
Yeah, -1.
oh,
Up.
so we have x, and then this is -1 over
Oh, yes, I
15.
got that.
Over 50.
All right, lovely. So the next one is, so what's the answer for this one now? Since,
M plus 6 over 6.
okay, so let's say m plus 6 over 6. Anybody else?
All right, sir. Break it down and just say M.
No, that's
Can you
that's
Because
not
answer?
just the meal.
sir, what I did, I simplified. After getting M plus 6, M plus 6
No,
over 6, I simplified and just got M.
no. The most I can do with this is
Just leave it
m.
there.
Watch this. This is the most I can do with it, right? And I'm going to show the working out to the most you can do with this. This is the most you can do with it. So if you were,
Okay.
if you got here, then you know this is the best I can do. The most I can do is with m over 6 plus 1, which you create 2 terms now, which I wouldn't advise. So
Okay.
let me undo that. So anybody else? Anybody else? Any different answers? Anything else? All right, so working with, and I think this is probably easier than the one before, so I don't know why I'm not hearing more suggestions, or is it that everybody agree with that one? All right, let's see. I have draw the line, kind of wavy. So I have 6, 2 into 6 was 3 times. So I have 3m plus 2. And then this now, 3 into 6 is 2. So I have 2m. All right? So 3m plus 6 minus 2m. All right? All over 6. To group them now, you have 3m minus 2m plus 6 all over 6. So now we get m, right, plus 6. Okay, so everybody, so you're good. So m plus 6 over 6, right? Correct. All right, good stuff. All right. So I think we're definitely on the right track. Definitely on the right track. But I'm concerned though, because I'm getting the feeling that it's only a few persons understand what is going on. So, I need to get an idea of how many of us are comfortable doing this on our own, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, this I take a
Yeah.
while. This I take a while. Because with me now, with the
Mhm.
maths, me and maths are not really too friendly. So this I take a while,
No, man,
honestly.
is just to you understand the fractions that we did, right? When we're doing
I said,
fractions. Did you watch the videos I put in the group? Daniel?
Sir, sir, the videos I saw are the
no, sir.
algebraic.
Yeah, as in you have to watch the videos to make sure so everything come together. So the videos were about simplifying algebraic expressions. Of course, I doubt I went into fractions in that one, but if you did fractions before and then you look on a video that deals with simplifying algebraic expressions, it's some really simple type of expressions, but still you combine those two concepts and then this now should be easier to appreciate, but you have to put in the work and understand what's going on. You have to build up the foundation, right? So whatever I put in the group, guys, I have a ton load of things I can put in the group, but I don't. Why? Because I'm trying to be very targeted and focused. I'm trying to put in what you need at the right time. I don't want to overwhelm you and you end up just don't watch anything. So when I put something in the group for that particular week, make sure you find the time and watch it because it's going to be helpful, not just for that topic, but for subsequent topics that we do, right? So,
Okay, sir, before you move on, right?
yeah.
Like before you move on, like that student just said,
Mm-hmm.
he's not very math friendly,
Mm-hmm.
and neither am I. I'm just doing it first time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to illustrate it and I did accounts instead of math.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in regard to that quest that problem that you just worked out.
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell you what I did. I I this is how I understand it. So when I wrote it out, I write m plus 2 times 3 minus m times 2. And I wind down with 1m minus 6 over 6. And I'm wondering, when do I change from plus to minus? Because I know there's some interchanging going on at some point in time, but I just don't know where.
All right, let us go through this. Let me change the color of the pen and you tell me from this right here what you understand from this because it may you may attempt the question one way, end up getting it wrong, right? But if you appreciate what's going on here, then when you work it by yourself, that knowledge should flow over into what you do, you know? So from this though, do you understand what's going on here? Step by step, you understand how I move from this line to this line?
Yes, sir.
All right. So if you appreciate that, then do you understand how I move from this line to this line? Yes? No? Tell me, ask the question.
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
But okay. I don't know. It's just that I looked at it differently because instead of you having 2M, I had M times 2. Are they one and the same,
No,
right?
no, but 2m and m times 2 is the same thing. You just need to put the all right. So let me write down what you say I have so that we can let me see if I can go to the side and put up like a comparison. Right? So you were saying, let me change this to a different marker, probably blue. All right. So tell me what you have. So in this line now we actually start working it out. What you say you have?
So I have M plus 2 times 3.
M plus 2. You put it in brackets times 3. Or I don't put it in
Yes.
brackets.
No,
Okay.
I didn't put it in brackets. I just put times 2
Okay. So
times
that,
3
that
at
was a
top there.
that's gonna be problematic already. So let me put so you say put times 3. Okay. All right.
I just catch it at the top somewhere.
Oh, yeah, just catch it at the top.
And then minus M times 2.
Then minus m times 2. All right. So this would kind of remind me of when we would do it the way where we say, all right, 2 into this goes 3 times, and then we kind of just put it up here. Let me try and find this thing. Hold on a second.
And I do that over 6.
Like we'll come like this, and then we'll come like this up here.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So that's similar to that. All right. Then all of this will say over would be over 6. All right. What else is here now?
So after I did that, I started to group them.
So
So
you don't multiply all these things, they don't multiply, you group first. So that's another issue
I know.
already. Right. So if all right, so tell me what it is, say you group them. So you would have what now?
So when I group them,
Mm-hmm.
I take M. I take M from this left side.
Mm-hmm.
And I group it with this M times 2,
So
and
we
I got 3M.
so is it that you put minus m times 2 or you put plus m times 2? What you do?
No, well, what I did was I just said this is 1M right here, and this is 2 over here, so that gives me 3M.
Oh, all right. So we're seeing the issues, right? We're seeing the issue.
Ready?
All right. So firstly, where you went wrong is that when you're multiplying this 3 is not multiplying the 2 only. This 3 is multiplying everything in the numerator, and hence the reason for the bracket. So the bracket is not there um, just for show, really. It means something very important. It means that everything in this bracket, you should multiply by what's on the outside. Because
Okay.
for example, say I had put, I'm trying to find about this mouse again, well, a pen pointer. Say I had put, say I had put 3m, or let me put a multiplication sign. I want to do it another way to just make the point. All right, so I put 3 times m plus 2, and I put 3m plus 2 in bracket. You know what this is saying? This is saying 3 times m, 3m plus 2. While over here is saying 3m plus 6, right? Because the 3 times the m and the 3 times the 2 over this side, but over this side, the 3 only multiplies the thing right beside it, right? In this case, the m. So you get 3m and then the 2 is left by itself. So the moment you put m plus 2 times 3, this 3 only multiplying the 2, which give you 6, but the m get left by itself, right? So that wouldn't work. So you would have to make sure, as I say, when I said 2 into 6 goes 3 times, this 3 is multiplying the entire numerator, everything up top. So you put it in bracket, right? And then this 3 now would be multiplying each of these terms, right? And then
Okay.
similarly, this now over here, this is all right because it's saying, okay, 3 into 6 goes 2 times m is minus 2m. So if I were to delete just here for space and continue with how you work it, or how you would have worked it if everything that multiply properly, you would have 3m plus 6 minus 2m all over 6. And from here, we're literally back at where we got everything all right. So this now, when you group it, you have 3m. And when you group it, you bring the sign as well. So you have minus 2m plus 6. Then this now all over 6. Then this becomes m plus 6 over 6. All right? Just as before. So remember, guys, you have to multiply, the entire numerator. And as we do more questions, you'll appreciate what's happening, right?
Thank
No,
you, sir.
and the whole thing about maths and not getting it and like you know you have to just pinpoint what the issues are and then address them individually. And you have to make sure that you practice a lot. Watch the videos and practice because you build appreciation by making mistakes, doing correcting it, and then you feel more confident now as you start getting them right. But if you don't go through that process, then it will forever be a difficult situation. So I just encourage you guys just to keep practicing and watch those videos. Um, all right, so let's move right along. Any other questions before I move on? Because it's the same topic I'm going to be on. I just going to work some more questions. Anything? Everybody good so far. So what I'll encourage you guys to do is if you look in the same worksheet that I sent over, Jean, it has some algebraic fractions. And look at them. So these don't have anything in bracket or any like multiple terms up in the numerator, just some single, simple single type of fraction. Simple. You just find an LCM and you just press forward. Now these are more interesting now. If you look at the denominator, you have some variables x and y. So LCM in this case, um, most of the time is just a product of the denominator. Most of the time, not all of the time, right? So we'll be looking at these as well. I encourage you guys to go through this entire sheet. Just look at it. You may not understand everything, right? Of course, you have a section that name, I think it calls subject of formula or algebraic manipulation. Don't worry ahead about that. But the things that we would have covered, look on those. All right, so let us try some more questions to just make sure we understand what's going on. Okay, more questions. Let me go to the far left, find back the line. All right. No, I'm gonna put several simple questions. I just want to make sure that everybody at least can do these. So several simple ones. Um, so let me see how you do. I like how blue looking. Let me see how you do. Something like x over 4 plus x over 5. See how that's simple? And then let me see how you tackle 5x over 6 plus 7x over 24. Now do this immediately. I give you 1 minute to just blaze through these two questions. Right? And then I'm going to give another one now. I just want to make a point with these before we move on and go back to the ones that we have been doing. So this is A and this is B. All right. So let me part them off little. So do them quickly, giving it 1 minute.
Sir, can you please move the board?
What's the issue?
I can't see it.
You
I
can't see
can
the
see
book.
half.
You can't see what?
I can only see half of each question.
Half of the question where you can say everything now?
You had no. I'm just seeing 5x over 6 b, and then I see plus x over 5 on the other side.
Wait. You're seeing x over 4? X over 4 plus x over 5, and then you see
I
5x.
saw that at first. So I got that, but the other one that says b, 5x over 6, that's all I'm seeing.
Oh,
I'm not seeing the.
that's it. That's the same experience for everybody. Hello? Anybody else seeing the same thing or not seeing the same thing?
I'm seeing, I'm finished.
Phone sideways. If I the phone she using because I'm seeing everything. She just need
Seeing
to turn
everything.
the phone side.
Okay. Yeah, and on my other phone, I'm seeing everything too. Just in case. You seeing it now?
Yes, sir, I'm seeing it now.
Okay, great. So you guys ready for me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anybody else? Everybody agree? We're good to go? All right. So the first one, what's the LCM?
12.
12, you sure?
20, sir.
Yes.
It's
20.
a 4 and this a 5, you know.
A 5
20.
and a 3. Oh my God, I thought it was 3, then a 20. Them.
Push.
Okay.
So we have 20. 4 into 20 goes 5 times. So if you want to get
It's
rid of
5x plus 4x.
5x, and then 5 into that goes 4. So we have plus 4x.
4x over 20.
So this is 9x
Over 20.
over 20. Done. All right. Next one.
LCM 24.
24. 6 into that goes 4.
So it's 20x plus
20 plus.
So 27 over
plus
24.
7x. Gives you 27x over 24.
Excellent. Over 24. After that. All right. This one now.
LCM 15
5a minus
Okay,
3b.
so it's 5a.
is 5a minus 3b. That's it.
That's it. Lovely. So you see that this thing not bad, you know. This is good stuff. So this is good stuff. So let us move on. So what I'll do, I'll make sure you guys get enough questions. Well, you know that if you look inside the notes and see some questions, some exercises, and if I give you a piece, there's nothing stopping you to do more, right? There's nothing stopping you. And of course, what I'll do too is to send the solution. There's also some solution paper. So I'll make sure I send that as well because if I give you 10 questions to do, feel free to do 20, 30, 40, 50. Right? There's nothing stopping you. All right, so let us look at now some other type of questions that are a little more involved, just a little bit more. Guys, me jumping to this is probably taking a leap of faith because some would say, sir, you have to do some more preparation before you can even come to this now. But I'm gonna see if you guys can manage, right? So look at these questions, same type of fraction, not. You have variables now in the denominator. Look at that. So usually it says, sir, the LCM is 6, the LCM is 20, LCM is whatever. Right? No, the LCM, you have some variables. Now, maybe the best way I can help is to give you guys an idea of how you would do a LCM with variables. Let me see if I can help with that. LCM. Now, let us go back to numbers before we jump to the variables, the letters, right? So if you have say somebody said find the LCM of 3 and say 5, you would tell them, oh sir, it's 15, right?
Yes.
And we know the process in primary school, the teachers have process where they say, all right, just write out the multiples then. You start off and say, all right, 3, 6, 9, and you go through 12, 15, and you go 5, 10, 15, and say you go more. So I go a little more and I put 20, 25, and up here I go 18. And then at some point I say, but wait, here is a common multiple, and of all of them so far, it is the lowest. Because, if you were to go a little more, a lot of people don't appreciate when it's the lowest common multiple, Let me go a little further more. Let me go 21, 24, 27, 30. And then this now is 30, 35. Now, here's another common multiple. But what? You're looking for the lowest common multiple. So this one will be the lowest here. So even though you have another common one here, that's not the lowest, right? So that is a full, I would say, I don't want to call it definition, but if you were not so sure about why they call it lowest common multiple, then voila, this is the reason, right? Now, when it comes to letters nor variables, it kind of different-ish, right? Because like what do you do? What do you write? Um, some would say you're right. If somebody say what's the lowest common multiple here, they would just give it a product. They would say, all right, just combine these two and just say, oh, XY, because Y can go in it with no remainder and X can go in it. Well, when I say with no remainder, I mean fully and all right, let me show you. So you have XY, X can go in it, leaving a clear factor of Y, and if it was Y, leaving X, right? So it's nice and clean. Both the variables can go into it, and everything is good. Now, if you were to get, so let me backtrack. All we did was to use a product, right? So all we did was to use a product, and it's good. Now, just here, if you look back here, if you were to set 3 times 5, you get 15, which works out to be the lowest common multiple here. Is a similar situation. But guess what? Not all the times when you multiply these two, it works out to be the lowest common multiple. Sometimes, it's not the lowest, but it is a common multiple nonetheless. So let me give an example for, here. Let me see. Just making up things on the spot. Say I have x squared and I have x and I have, yeah, x squared and x. Yeah, x squared and x. Lovely. Lovely. Good thing I didn't write anything else. So I have x squared and x. Now, if you say, oh, sir, yeah, man, just multiply them, sir. And so you get x squared, x, which I give you x cubed. Now, if you were to do a fraction question and these were in the denominator and use x cubed, I get it wrong, You just, I gotta give yourself probably an extra step of work. And you see what I mean. However, if you wanted the lowest common multiple, it would just be x squared. And I said, sir, why? Because x squared is x times x, right? And x can go into it clean, leaving x time, and x squared can go in itself. right? X squared can go in itself, leaving 1. So
But
X
or you
squared,
get the tree,
hmm?
or you get this tree here.
Is 3?
2, X, yeah, or you get that tree there.
Okay, so that's another concept that, all right. So I just feeling you guys out to see what you guys know. So recall, x times x is x squared. X times x is x cubed. X x times x is
X to the
fourth
fourth
power,
power.
right? So you get where I'm going with this. So the number of times I multiply x by itself, you can simplify it by just saying x to that number. So this is x multiplied 4 times, so that does work out to be x to the 4. Similarly, this is x multiplied 3 times, x to the 3. So that's where I get it from. So this would represent x multiplied by itself, or x times, what do you call it now? Just as I have here, where I have x multiplied twice, or x multiplied by itself, x squared, and then I have another x that bring it to x 3 times, x multiplied 3 times, right? Which gives me x cubed. Hopefully that's clear.
All right. So
Yeah.
what him said on this one? What him said on this one?
Hmm? So I was making a point now that, you know,
All right. So
you know,
income.
yeah, mute a mic, please.
So which one of them you go? Go on move your one.
Somebody have the mic unmuted.
Up there, so. You see you call him and tell him.
Hello, your mic is not muted.
Mm-hmm. So him say.
Hello.
All right.
All right. So it's a LOL, don't it? Guys, when you're on phone calls, mute your mic. All right. It could be a a convo that you wouldn't want any one of us to hear. All right. So let's continue. So what I'm doing may seem, vague and it not really connect to anything as yet, but I just wanted to appreciate certain things before I jump right in, because I'm kind of taking a leap, but that's how it is sometimes. We don't really have the time to nitty gritty and go through every nitty gritty detail. So some things we just have to learn along the way. So I just want to make the point again, using numbers this time. Sometimes they'll have 12 and 6, and them say, what's the LCM? And straight off, you would say 12. It's a similar situation. So for example, you took 12 and you go 24, but by the time you go to 6, 12, they say, oh, 12 are the LCM already. We don't need to go any further. So it's a similar situation with x squared and x. X squared already can, already serve as the LCM for x and x squared. You don't need to further multiply. All right. So I'm not going to labor on that anymore. Let us work some questions and you'll see what I mean. Um, so for example, let's check this out. 4 over x plus 2 over y. Carry this over here. So, so these are algebraic fractions, but this time we have some variables. The variables can appear anywhere. It can appear in the numerator, denominator, anywhere, right? What I see here in these questions is consistently appear in the denominator. But fine, by the time we finish, you can do anything. You're going to be skilled, right? So 4 over x plus 2 over y. LCM, as I said
X.
before, x times y, just like that. And I say x into x times y is y.
So it's 4y
4y.
plus 2y
You sure? Okay, I gotta say y
plus 2x.
2x. And that's
Sorry.
and that's it. That's it. That's it. Because all they're doing is saying This is the LCM. When you say x into xy, the x cancel, I get y. So the y up here, then 4 times y, 4y. And then you go again, and this time we say y into xy, you get x. So now it becomes 2 times x, 2x. And you're done. You can't do anything else because we know from long time say these are not alike. Yeah, y's and x's can't, you can't combine them any further. You just have to leave it like this. All right, let's do another one. Let's do, oh,
So that's the answer?
yeah, that's the answer. You can't do anything else. It's done. Done.
Okay.
So
And
these
and
y can
and
cancel and these x. The two y down here, so and the two x down here. So.
what happened?
I'm saying the x, the four y here,
Mm-hmm.
and the y down the bottom here can cancel out.
No. As I said, you guys have to be careful, So when you're canceling, let me show you something that you can cancel versus something you can't cancel. So you had four, so you had 4y plus 2xy for argument's sake, right? Now this is going to some factoring thing that I don't really want to go into right now, but I'm going to show you nonetheless. So you factor out y. So that's how you would be able to cancel it out because you would have um look at this right here. So if it's a sir, you can cancel y. Well, y the right here so can cancel with this, but y is not over here. It's just x alone. So the most you could do is just come back to the same place where it began, which is to say, okay, 4y over xy plus 2x over xy, and then y cancel y, and then x cancel x. And you realize I come right back where you start, right? Which is x over 4 plus 2 over y, which is a question, right? So, you can't do that. And hopefully when I do factorization, you'll appreciate more what you can cancel, because I see that you like canceling, but it's not everything I can cancel. Um, let me show you something else though. One bombarded, but I'll just show you some. Say this was not plus sign. Say you were working another question. And instead of a plus sign, it was a multiplication sign, and this was over x, y. So this is another question, a total different question. No, and then you simplify first, so you get 8xy, and then it's over xy. Now this could have cancel, right? But when you're like this, no, you can't do anything else. To just leave it there. All right, let's work another question. And as I say, as we work more questions, you will appreciate it. So let's work another one, and then you can ask a question about what's going on. So say you had, so I'm going to work one more and then ask you guys to work one for yourself.
What's going on? I'm not seeing your screen at all.
Not seeing the screen?
No.
Anybody else experiencing that? Well, on my other phone that I'm looking at, it is, yeah, the screen is up. So I don't know, maybe something that you have to adjust on your phone. To just check, make sure everything is all right. All right. So, what do you think the LCM is for this one?
So you know
It's
what I'm gonna do?
A
1 minute.
B.
I'm gonna get off and rejoin.
Okay, no problem.
15
Me back in.
AB.
Yeah, man, I can do that. Try that and see.
15 AB, sir.
15AB. Lovely. Because what we're doing is saying find the LCM of the numbers, and then we know for the variables, we just say, just take the product, right? Because that work most of the time, as I say, not all the time, you know, by just taking up the product of the variables, everything good. However, you know, I get the question wrong. If you work it correctly, yeah, afterwards, you know, I get it wrong. So yeah, so after this, we say, okay, 3A into 15AB. What's that?
25B plus 12A.
Yeah, work fast though. Let me just take a look at time here and show everybody what's happening. So 3A into 15AB, the A's cancel. The 3 can so you get 5B. So that's what's happening. So you get 5B right here. You get 5B, and then 5 times 5B is 25B. Then it's a 5B now into 15AB. What's that?
3A times 4.
Excellent. So guys, it's simply, just think about the numbers first. Don't stress to the letter. Think about it. 5 can go into 15 3 times. And then you know that you're gonna have your number 3. Then you look and say, all right, B can go into AB. B them cancel. You're gonna leave back with A. So now you have 3A. So this is 4 times 3A. You get 12A. And you're done. You can't do any other canceling. Let me see. Is there any room for factoring? No. No, you can't even do any factoring with the numbers here. And you're done. All right. Let's move on. Let me give you one to try.
Sir, hold on, hold on.
Mhm.
So, so you know, add the 25 times, you know, add the 25 to the 12.
No, guys, this when you ask questions like that, you know, sending and watch the video them I'm sending you, because 25B is different. So this B and A, they can't combine when you're adding them. Notice I said when you're adding, so when you're adding and subtracting, there's nothing else you can do. It's like apples and oranges. All right, let me see. So think of A as apples. So 12 apples and then 25B, 25 bananas. You can't do anything with that. You can only, if somebody says how many fruits you have, you just have to tell them 25 bananas and 12 apples. There's nothing else you can do, right?
So, sir, the answer is 5B over 1.
5B over 1. What are you talking
What
about?
is that?
No, man, this is the answer
Yes,
right here. This right here is the answer.
where?
This. Over here was just some rough working, just to show, if you weren't getting it, just to show how, you can think about it. So let me take this off and go and confuse anybody. All right.
Sir, what is this math called? What's the subtopic for this one?
So algebraic fractions.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
And guys, if you look in the notes that I sent you, you will see it. Don't just look at the sections that we do in class, right? So I just mean that if somebody give you, if I give you some notes, just go through the notes, as in look at it. You don't have to understand everything. Just get familiar with how, what topics we're going to be doing, because I'm going to try and exhaust all the topics on the notes that I provided. This same one here, let me carry it over and show you. Boy, if I give me a
Sir,
to get to it. Yeah. So
sir,
see,
yeah, so we have the topic for this one, which is the algebra fraction. The one that we were doing before that one with the long question, the long workout.
same algebraic fractions, right? So if you look, This is it, algebraic fractions. See where you have, let me make it bigger. See where you have the variables in the numerator. Let me go down. See it here, variables in the numerator, x over 6 plus x over 5. And then if we go down, we'll have some that have even, you know, like a x plus 2 or x plus 1 in this case in the denominator with another x. You have the variables in the denominator, and then you have some with just single variables, you know, and you know, so it gets interesting, but it's same algebraic fraction. So let's go through the notes and let's look at it and see, right? So let's continue. All right. So guys, as I said before, watch those videos. Watch those videos. You know, you have to appreciate a lot of things before when you're in this topic, as in the concepts build on each other. All right. Let me give you one to try now. Well, you guys look like you can get it, but I'm gonna give them some to try. Well, some of you look like you get it, but I want everybody to get it, right? So let me give you 5. Well, I probably gave that one already. Scrap that. Try and find that one. 6 over 7a minus 1 over 4a. Try that one.
I got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
What's the answer?
17 over 28.
17 over 28? That's a weird one. Ish.
It's on
No. When I think about it, it sounds weirdish, but it probably is probably right. 17, I'm right around 17. 7, so no A, nothing.
I have 24 takeaway 7 over 28.
Wait, one at a time.
Oh, 24 take away 7.
It says 70. Wait. Are you sticking with the 17 over 28?
Sir, but just get it.
All right, you're not sure. Anybody else?
Sir, no, what the changes? 24 minus 7 28.
No.
I'm hearing numbers, but I'm not hearing any letter. I see we have 7A, 4A. You tell me that the letters them disappear, you know the answer?
Sir, I get 17a over 28a.
17A over 28A.
Yes, sir.
So the A's them want to cancel right here, so.
True, sir.
All right, so I see somebody put what 24 over 28A.
No, that's incorrect. I had 24 takeaway 7 over 28a.
All right, let us work it and see what's going on. So 7 4s, 28, and then the A them. So in a case like this, you have E and A, you just put a single A, right? Because A can go in itself. So you have 28A. So 7A into 28A is what? 4. We agree? Dead silence. And then 4A into 28, we say is what, 7? That was a 7 first, 28. This is minus 7. All right. So this have a 17 vibe. So the 17 here. Is that 17? Yeah. Over 28. A. That is what I was looking out for because, you know, the 8
Oh,
is can dash or so.
okay.
Yeah. Any questions on this one?
Yes.
All right, what's up?
It
Sir, I didn't go so far with the simplifying. I guess
You
that
didn't go so far with the simplifying?
come from the 24, take away 7 over 20, you just leave it as that whenever you continue.
Why not?
I know, I just never continue. That's how I'm leave it. But alright.
Okay. Because these are numbers. These numbers can subtract. No, nothing is stopping them. So, anybody else?
oh, that's what I was gonna ask. If because you don't have a letter, you can just work it out like that instead
Yeah,
of putting the. Oh, okay.
exactly. You know, right after this video, guys, go back and check those other videos I sent about simplifying expressions because I address all of those things, right? In, in
Letter.
those in those videos. All right, let us move on. Let us try another one real quick. You know, so wrap up. Even though it's kind of early, we usually wrap up close to 12, but today I have an appointment, so we may wrap up closer to 11:30. All right. Um, let's try again. Try and find another one. What about this one? 7 over 3a minus 4 over 5a. Let me try that one. Mm,
13 over 15a.
all right, so let's work it out. So this is 15a. 3 into 15 is,
No,
hmm?
wait there. Oh, sir, 23 over 15a. Sorry.
It's a 23 over 15a.
Yes.
All right, let us see if it comes to that. So 3a into this goes 5 times. 7 5 35. The last time I checked. 5a into that is 3. 4 times 3 is 12. So this now gives, yeah, that looks like 23 for you. Over 15a. All right. So it look like more or less we get what's going on here. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're zipping, right? So let me know, make it a little more interesting. Give me a second. So making it a little more interesting. Let me see some because I want to answer to these questions right here so I can do most of them. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. All right. So check out a question like this now. 1 over x plus 1 and x plus 1. Now, a question like this, all you have to do is just think about what you have been doing. For the most part, you multiply the, the denominator. So you say x into x plus 1. Now, when you get questions like these, so it's something that you have to study. And the good thing is that the way all the notes set up, they split them. They give you a question like these, notice single variable in under the denominators them. You get a A, you get a 2B, you know, you get a X, you get a Y, and they have another set of questions now where you have, like a two-term thing going on in denominator. You have an x plus 1, another one of x, and you have an x plus 2, you have an x plus 1, you know. So, and then if you go even further down, you have questions now. You have x plus 2, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4, and these are done in a similar way, slightly, I would say in a similar way, it's just that if you never seen it before, you may get flustered, right? So let us attempt this one first to show you that it's the same concept. Now, what you see happening here is that you won't see me multiplying out these in the denominator, and it's for a good reason. You gotta just get the question. I get so hard if I multiply out these when you're doing questions like that, that just not make no sense. All you need to do is just put them as a product, because as a product, they're that would satisfy as a LCM, right? So you put them like that. Then I say x into to this here. Then I say x into this. What do you think you get as the answer? Let me see if you guys thinking.
X squared plus X.
No, 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 no. I say x
Oh, you know
into
what?
this.
X square, sir.
Stop, stop, stop. You guys are multiplying it out. Don't multiply it. This
Two,
is,
sir.
wait. This is all I'm asking. What is the result of this?
Oh, X.
X plus 1.
That's it. That's it. So when I say x into this down here, so all I'm saying is that when x go into this, the x is cancelled and it leave back x plus 1. So it multiplies x plus 1 times. So you have x plus 1. And then when x, question now, when x plus 1 go into this, what you get?
X. You
X.
kind of, sir.
You get x. That's all. Lovely. X into this, you get x. And then 1 times x is just x. And then in the next line now, you simplify the numerator. So this is x plus 1 plus x over, you keep the denominator as is. And then in the next line, you group them. I already know when you group this, I get 2x. So when I really need to, we can graduate now. So this is 2x plus 1 over x into x plus 1. And you're done. You're done. You don't need to multiply this out and get x squared plus x. You don't need to, right? And if you look at even how the example is worked out, they don't multiply. So you just have to remember that. Now, when you do questions like these, you can leave it right there. So let us try another one. Any questions about this though? Because it's the first time we will be doing something that look like this. Any questions? No, sir. All right, let's continue. Let me try and find another one. All right, so another one. Check this out. 2 over x plus 1 over x plus 2. LCM x, x plus 2. Just like that. Then I say x into all of this. The x is cancelled. So you get x plus 2. We are multiply, right? So this is 2 x plus 2. Then you come here now, x plus 2 into all of this. The x plus 2 is cancelled. You leave back with x. You just get x. So now this is 2x plus 4 plus x over x into that. Now we already know when you group this 2x plus x is 3x. So we graduate now. So we have 3x plus 4 over x into x plus 2. And we're done. That's that question. Question? Maybe I need to give you guys one and let me give you guys one. Let me give you guys one. because when I want to, when I get lost in get one interesting one. How about that one? Try that one. Let me make sure so the other one is beside it nice and clear so that they can kind of, take a perps on it and thing. Let me see. All right. Let me make sure that I'm sure there's another one beside it. Lovely. So you have a way now that you can view it. So try that one. Give you guys 2 minutes. Suko.
Right, sir, I got 2x plus 12 over open bracket over 3x open bracket x plus 3.
All right, I'm back. All right, what you saying now? You get what?
Okay, I have 2x plus 12 over 3x open bracket x plus 3.
2x plus 12
Yes,
over open bracket. Yeah.
yes. X plus 3 close bracket 3x.
All right, so that's what you got. That looks
Yes,
good.
sir.
But let us see. I need to start getting to know you guys now. Who is this talking?
Shauna.
Shauna. All right, Shauna.
Yes.
All right. So anybody else? Any other ideas? Any other anything? All right. So nobody else. Let us go through and see. A little bigger. All right. So as before, intentional. Draw a line. I need us drop these terms below, right? So that into that, right? Um, so x plus 3 into this give you 3x. So times 3x.
Plus 6x.
Hold on a second. That becomes now 6 times 3x is 18x, right?
Oh, see, I made my mistake right there.
Okay. Then now 3x into this is, I just get this, I multiply it. So this is
Mm-hmm.
just 4,
4x
right?
plus
No, no.
12.
Yes, I'm going to work that out in the next slide. So this is 4x minus 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over, and then now, we say, all right, this is a 14 over 12. Not over 12, minus 12, I mean.
I keep messing up the signs.
Yeah, remember. So now that you know that you have an issue with the signs, you just watch out for it.
Okay, sir.
All right, guys. This question, any questions about the solution to the question? Anything? Anything so far? So them line out here, so try them here. So It's a good time to ask a question. Like, I say, boy, sir, I can't wait till I pass the topic. That one is rough. Anybody feel that way?
Just having issues with the sign, so
Just have an issue with the signs. All right, so we just have somebody have
we'll
this
get in there.
get in there. Good. Anybody else feel optimistic like, yeah, man, get in there. Get in there, little by little. Just want to work some more question. Okay, don't hear anything. All right, so maybe I can go further down, use some space down here. All right, so here's another question. Let me try to find something else for you guys to do. Um, here is another one. 5 over x minus 7. Oh, usually make this bigger. Make this bigger. So now look away. Let's try again. 5 over x minus 7 plus 7 over 2x. All right. So as before, well, let me give you guys a chance to work it. So I'm not going to touch it. Let me put another one for you guys to try as well. 1 over 3x plus 2. I need one with a minus sign in the middle. Yeah, to make it interesting. Let me see if I can write it here and then so find all the proper minus sign somewhere. Um, 6. I think I did give one of the minus sign already, but let me do another one with the minus sign. All right. So these are the 3 of them, right? Put on there. Make sure all of them will. Yes, all of them will now. Yeah. So try those. I can even put it up like this. So we have this. I have this. So you have 3 of them. Giving you guys 5 minutes to work them. And when we're through with these questions, if you look in the group, I sent some CXC questions. You should be able to do all of them after this, right? So after we finish this, then you guys should be good to do all of them. So I'll give you 5 minutes. I'll probably give you more. I'll give you up to 11:30, where we can basically wrap up with class. And then I'm sure you guys will have a lot of questions on next class. But I'm sure after you do these questions and you look in the notes, you watch over the video, then everything should be good. So I'll give it up to 11:30 to work.
Sir, I am finished.
Okay, good stuff. So let me blaze through this, right? And then I get, yeah, then we'll come off, right? I want to wrap up about now. So just remember the questions I put in the group. Those would be the homework. Also attempt the questions in the notes that we've been working with. But definitely the questions are sent in the group today. Definitely do them. And then um, go back to the notes and work the questions. So let me go through these and, hopefully by the end of today, possibly tomorrow, I can send the recording in the group as well. All right, so let me see. The LCM, let me try and make this bigger, wait. So the LCM for this, straightforward. So x minus 7 into to this is 2x. So we get 10x. And then we get x minus 7. So again, I guess we can just write this so just to show the working. And then here now we have 10x. And then 7 times x is 7x. And then 7
Minus
times
14.
negative 7 minus 49.
Minus 14. Minus 1. Where is it? Say 49.
Hmm. So we'll just write back this now. And we know that this now can simplify to just 17x minus 40.
17x minus 49. Yeah,
Right.
got that one.
Lovely. Over here now, 3x into this, so we can write it here. We get this times, right?
X minus 8.
Oh, there's a rooster. Okay.
Sir, what's the answer for the first one? I'm not seeing this clearly.
Answer for the first one, you can see now.
Oh, yes, yes.
All right. So let me go back.
17x. Oh, yes. I got it.
You got it. Okay, great. So my x minus 8. So this is 3x. So I almost lost my train of thought. So this is 6x, right? And then we're gonna, so this becomes 7x because this is x plus 6x, 7x minus 8.
7x minus 8.
All right, that's done.
Good. Got that one.
Next one, we have
X plus 1. X plus 1.
so
Close bracket X.
this is 6x minus x into this is plus 1. It becomes, so I want to make sure that I show the working for this, because this is where the sign issues come up. So this is 6x
Yeah.
minus 6x minus 6. So you end up with what? Minus 6 over.
Mm-hmm. X plus
So that-
1. Close
so-
bracket.
And you guys see that, right? Because the 6x cancels, right? 6x minus 6x, that's just 0. And then you just leave back with minus 6.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be it for today's class. Not giving you any more to do. I think we did a lot to cover a lot. I'm going to also send this in the group because that was the whole plan, to make sure that you guys get the notes still. I didn't delete anything that wasn't worthy of writing, or I didn't delete anything worthy of writing. Yeah, that's what I should say. So I have the stuff here. So I'll send this in a group as well. All right, guys. I know this one may be a bit intense, right? Just go back over the video, go back over the notes, go through the questions, and then we'll meet again. Also, I'm arranging for some other classes to be done in the week to support what we're doing because there's a lot to cover. And it may say, boy, sir, this intense, but you know, say nothing yet. Because we have we have a lot to cover, right? And we just have to do what we can do. And we not just want to pass with that tree, you know, we not just want, you know, not a flinky thing. We not
Not
just
a
want,
one.
yeah, we want serious ones and you know, straight A profile and stuff like that. So, you know, you aim high, you work hard, you watch the videos, you ask the questions, you participate, and you do that consistently, you must get it. Consistently, right? You must get it. So I'm going now. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday weekend. You can look out for this thing. Let me stop the recording now. You can look out for the notes and thing, and next week we'll talk again. Um, let me see.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right. So